The Zacks rank, value, momentum, growth, and income all factor into Zacks rank buys.
What do companies Potlatch and Illinois Tool Works have in common? Well, they both have growth and income stocks that the new editor of Zacks Income Investor, Ryan McQueeney, wants you to know about. You've chosen these two stocks here to highlight for some reason, presumably that they show great promise as growth and income stocks. Why don't you take off with Potlatch?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about both of these because I think there's some pretty obvious good and bad to both of these right now, and I want to address both of those things because we are holding both of them right now in the Income Investor Portfolio.
Oh, okay.
So we'll start with Potlatch, as you mentioned, and right now I have pulled up the one-year chart on lumber prices. This is a primarily lumber company. And this has been what we're talking about with Potlatch is we see this huge drop, significant drop in lumber prices starting mid to late May, and it's really taken the wind out of the sails of lumber in general and these lumber stocks. But when we look at the year-over-year comparison, where we're at right now is still higher than where we were at last year at this time. So a company like Potlatch is still reporting year-over-year growth. So it's kind of confusing and difficult trend to get your hands on because we're still seeing these growth characteristics, but we have this kind of looming overhead, this downtrend in lumber prices. Now, what I find most interesting though about this stock is that if we take a look at the estimate trends, it's a Zacks rank #1 strong buy right now after a great quarter and positive revisions coming after its most recent report. Even as you can see, a positive revision for the current quarter, current year, next quarter, next year, all within the most recent week. So what that tells me is for as much pressure as there is on lumber prices right now, we're still seeing an improving sentiment for the company's near-term earnings outlook. And that has, as I said, lifted the stock to a Zacks rank #1 strong buy. So definitely still going to keep our eyes on lumber prices, and if it gets to the point where lumber prices have fallen so much that we're seeing a reversal of this revision trend, perhaps it's time to reevaluate. But right now, things looking good for Potlatch. So yeah.
Okay. And then there's some interesting things going on with Illinois Tool Works, right?
Yeah, definitely. So I wanted to take a look at the chart on this one because its most recent quarter just a few weeks ago, or I think a couple weeks ago, yeah, Monday, July 23rd, earnings miss, I believe it was also a revenue miss at the time too, snapped a multi-year streak of earnings beats for Illinois Tools. And if you look, really almost the entire chart is full of earnings beats.
Yeah.
So that was perhaps a little bit concerning. Now this thing is still a Zacks rank #3 hold, but it's been struggling this year, and earnings miss seem to underscore those challenges. You know, maybe possibly something that would see downward estimate revisions. We haven't really seen those come in yet. But as I said, two stocks with positives and negatives. The positive side of this is just this week, the company announced a quarterly dividend hike and share buyback authorization. So improved the dividend by 28 cents, or 28%, or 22 cents, that is. And that's up. Last quarter's was 78 cents, so we're increasing from there. And the share repurchase program is up to $3 billion worth of common shares. So,
Good news for shareholders.
Yeah, exactly. And it was, snapped that earnings beat streak, and you go, oh no. And then they come back in and they say, no need to worry right now. We're authorizing a share repurchase program, and we're hiking the dividend significantly. So, again, that good and bad. And another stock we'll keep on our radar, but holding for now.
Okay, the pros and cons of two interesting companies. Personally, do you own them?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that if anybody will keep their eye on these two, it will be you. Congratulations on taking over the Income Investor Service, too, by the way.
Thank you.
And don't forget, there is more interesting information on stocks of many varieties and sorts And it's on our website, Zacks.com. All you need to do to start looking at it is get on over to the homepage. With Ryan, I'm Terry Ruffalo.